It is a tradition unlike any other. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Masters Week here on the channel. We have finally climbed the first 11 or so weeks of the PGA schedule and have ended up at Augusta's front door for the Masters. Our second go about here at the Masters, but a much different golfer, a very changed golfer. We are coming into this weekend with 2 wins under our belt, one at the Players, one at the Florida Classic, and we enter as a pretty respectable, about an 85 overall. So we definitely a very big change of scenery from the last time we were here. And just before we dive into this beautiful presentation at Augusta, down on Magnolia Lane, I gotta show you guys a few things. So we talked about it at the end of last session, but kind of trying to clean up our professional look. You know, we couple weekends ago, couple tournaments ago, we said, all right, it's time to pick a sponsorship and kind of run with it. And we picked Under Armour. That was the most widely available shirts for me to choose from, clothing for me to choose from, and we did that. But our bag was kind of a mixed bag. We had the old Stealth driver. We had the clubs that I play in real life, which is the Callaway Apex 2021s, the irons. But a real professional would not have 2 different sponsorships. So I said, you know what? I like playing with the Stealth in this game. So let's go ahead and purchase the Stealth driver 2. So we've upgraded from the Stealth driver 1 going into Augusta. We have a beautiful brand new driver. We have beautiful new tailor-made P7MBs that we are now fully tailor-made branded. We have officially switched over from anything Callaway. We're going to keep the tailor-made wedges in there, stick with the Titleist Pro V1, that's a classic anyway, keep the Scotty Cameron that we got, and to set things off, we've got our bag ready and dialed in for the Masters. This is the brand new 2022 Masters staff bag. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. We got the head covers, the new Masters towels, so pretty far cry from what we used last year, which was this one, but we are ready to dive in. We got our Masters outfits picked out. We're headed there. We're gonna dive in and see what kind of score we can put up. Again, we're playing on a little bit harder difficulty this week. We do not have the trajectory arc. We do not have the wind indicator, like it tells us which direction, but that's it. No numbers, no nothing. So we got to pay attention to that. And we are diving into day 1 in our pink azalea colored shirt, master shirt, mind you, but we're diving in. Wind looks okay, but tournament conditions, we're ready to go. I'm so excited. And let's kick it off with the presentation at Augusta National Golf Club. We've been working towards this, and it's here. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
What is it about this parcel of land, set deep amongst the Georgia pines, that draws us in so? Is it the beauty? Is it the color? Is it the sound and the breezes? Is it the history? It's all of that. Everything together makes this place special. This is Augusta National. This is the Masters.
We have made it, ladies and gentlemen. Day 1 at Augusta. Let's go.
Now, earlier this morning,
it's a sight to
one
behold.
of the Masters' cherished traditions, the honorary starters out there to get the tournament underway. Golf's preeminent global
I love this so
ambassador,
much.
Gary Player, a 3-time Masters champion, got him started.
Little leg
and
kick from
finished
Gary.
with that classic leg kick.
Old Jackie boy takes the tee.
Jack Nicklaus, of course, 6-time Masters tournament winner, one of the game's greatest icons, synonymous with Augusta National. And Tom Watson, Masters champion in 1977 and 1981. I can tell you that all 3, not surprisingly, knocked it in the fairway to the delight of the patrons assembled. It was then that the Masters tournament was officially declared.
Last
underway.
time we showed up as an amateur wearing the
From the
entire
Augusta
Augusta
National Golf
regalia. It
Club
looked like we
in
visited the
Augusta,
pro
Georgia,
shop, and today we enter as a
easports
true
so
professional
proudly
for
presents
round 1.
the Masters.
We look the part. We have a new
Today,
bag,
we
fully
begin
tailor-made,
this
fully
annual
Under
rite of
Armour.
spring.
Basically
Amongst the
ready and
blossoming
dialed in. Could not be
azaleas
playing
and
better
dogwoods,
golf, but
live
nothing is
opening
tested
round
more
coverage.
than going
This
out early.
tradition
Only 4 other
is
players on the
truly
course.
Unlike
And
any
we will
other.
see what we can do around a very
What might we have
difficult,
in
beautiful
store for us
golf
over the
course
course
that
of
is
these
Augusta
next 4 days?
National.
We've got big names.
See Olive, number
We've got
1.
dark
Let's get off to a good
horses.
start
We've got
and
it
enjoy
all
the Masters week,
as
everybody.
We look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've got a tie for the lead at 1 under par.
This is exciting. We got a really early tee
This is
time.
one of the
Obviously,
moments you
we're
dream
one of
about.
the
You would know this
highly
from a
touted
very young
professionals
age.
coming in as
First
my guy
Masters
gets
appearance
ready.
as a professional. Our featured golfer here, rookie, on such an incredible run at the outset of their career. Already a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. What would need to happen for this phenom?
There we
to
go,
win a green
baby.
jacket?
Well, you would think a miracle, but
And the quest for the green
to
jacket
steal a line
starts
from Al
right
Michaels
now.
and just sort of pass along in golf. If you believe in golf, you believe in miracles, because I've seen it happen before.
I'm just gonna have a
He's
smile
got
on my
that
face for the
2022
majority of this
Scottish
video.
Shepherd came in hot,
I mean,
armed
since
well.
we started making these, we kind of
Serving
talked
him
about
in
how this
eight,
was
but we
like
looked
the
at all those
focal
other
point.
players.
Obviously,
When you won
our
number one
our entire
and
career
you
has
won
been
3
leading up to
tournaments
this
in less than
moment.
4
It's
weeks,
time to play
might
well.
as well
It's
be
going to
4
be
and
very
5.
difficult.
And
There's no
that's
question
exactly what
about
it is.
that.
Come in with a hot
We're gonna have to
hand,
put
play well,
everything
don't
we
worry,
could
let
possibly
everybody
have
else worry about all the
into
talking and
this
do the
tournament to
favourites.
attempt to even
Just
play
get out
on the
there and play
weekend.
some good
And
old-fashioned good
if we
golf.
want a shot at that green
And I tell you,
jacket,
that
it starts
stands up
on this
against
hole.
anybody.
9-iron, finesse it in there, up the hill. Very light wind today, so wind should not be a factor around Augusta until we get to an amen corner. A very good looking shot here at number 1. Should be a pretty straightforward
That's a
putt
good
up the
shot.
hill,
And
17
more
feet.
importantly, too, a green
We're
in
excited to be
regulation,
off
so
there.
birdie chance.
If you remember
Well, the
from
gay is on the
way
ground
back
for us
in our
at the
early
first
days as an
green.
amateur,
And this
we
is
arrived
working
with a
back up
green
the hill, but
Augusta
it doesn't
shirt,
look like it
a
has a
green
whole lot
Augusta
of
hat.
weight to it
We
whatsoever.
had green golf glove for Augusta. It was kind of a mess, but we have since cleaned our act up. We got a beautiful looking Nike Augusta polo. So okay,
Well, like
no
the old
movement
saying
on hole
goes,
number 1,
never up,
so
never in, and that definitely applies here.
not the start I was looking for, but to be honest, like, I'm really surprised that didn't move, and now we're going to play this as an entirely straight putt because it's down the hill. Play on the left side of the cup and just hope we dribble this in. That was really weird. I fully expected coming up that hill. You can even see the contours of the green, so a little bit of a miscue here on number 1, but a par will not hurt us around
That is in
Augusta.
for a par
Happy to
here
be
at
in
the
safely.
first.
You don't want to start
he'll
off on
stay
too
at
negative of
even
foot,
par.
but that putt was a little weird. Kind of fooled me there, to be honest. Tommy Fleetwood, now birdie.
Now to the second
Scotty,
575
we saw him
yard par
climb
five
to the
down
top a
the
couple
hill
times
here at
this year.
Augusta National,
Maybe
one
he
of
can pull
two
off his
fives
second
on
ever
this
green
first
jacket.
9. This is a place where you can make
Super
something
excited to be
happen
here,
and
guys. It's been a long
jumpstart
time
your
coming.
round.
The support you guys have given me this entire way up until this point has not gone unnoticed. It all kind of accumulates to this. We got obviously 4 majors on the year, but this is by far my favorite. I think the Open is also extremely awesome, especially since the game put St. Andrews in it. But for me, just getting off to a good start, just kind of seeing what we can tackle. And another really good drive here. So we obviously have more distance as professional coming around this time. So we drove that 311 yards. Par 5, it's gonna catch that slope and run a long way down there. So we got 361 drive out of that, 195 yards. So we absolutely piped that one. Very difficult pin placement here. It's very downhill.
Too, but it's going to require one of the hardest shots in golf, a big, towering, high draw to access this left hole location.
So obviously I'm going to have to play a fade. I'm a lefty, so it's just kind of the opposite here. I'm going to play a high towering fade. Hopefully we can get it to stop on the green. It is severely down the hill. Really, anything close to the green at that position is not a bad shot around here. Just not enough club. Right idea, not enough club. It will find that bunker. Now we'll be tested with the pick shot again here early.
Far from it.
But I mean, this is Augusta for you guys. I mean, this is what we fully expected. We knew it was going to be extremely difficult. Let's try and get this up and down for a birdie. It is a par 5 after all, so a nice little delicate pick shot. Oh, just sneak it onto the green, and it releases right down to the hole. So like the other 2 groupings on the course, we do take advantage of this par 5 extremely early. We're going to be able to sink this one in for a tap-in birdie. And we will get to 1 under red figures to kick off our tournament. Those are where you're going to have to win some holes. It's the par 5s out here because there's not a lot of room for much. A little bit of a flip back and forth between Scotty and Tommy. Tommy was at 2 under. He's now 1 under with a bogey. And then another birdie there by Scotty will propel him into a very, very early lead. Only 4 groupings, 5 groupings out on the course so far. For us here, just trying to play smart. I'm going to try and play a big draw. Keep it near the edge of that tree line. If it slopes down, it's not the end of the world. It just will be a little bit harder to attack the pin from that location. So if we can keep it on the top shelf of the fairway, that's great. It doesn't seem to be cutting as much as I wanted to. This is going to probably roll down into this little collection area way in front left. Yeah, so a little bit more work left on the second shot, ending it up there. It is very, like I said, I probably needed a 3-wood to stop it on that top shelf, but love the beautiful new TaylorMade Stealth too. Kind of feels like we're really stepping up the professional game again. Apologies for being an Under Armour athlete while wearing a Nike hat. It is legitimately one of the only hats I have unlocked. I can't do the Under Armour challenges because I cannot drive the par 5s they're asking us to drive yet. It's a pretty good pitch shot there. And there is no other ones in the shop for me to buy. Otherwise, I would not be wearing that. But it's either that, no hat, or like a different tournament hat. So don't necessarily want to just wear a player's hat into the Masters weekends. The black cap, black Nike cap is all I got. I'm hoping they add some. Wow, that snapped. Oh, I should have played a lot more break. Okay, these greens are obviously Augusta greens. We know this. It's not news, but that is a very big break early. I guess it is on a pretty severe lie. I just thought with enough pace we could have taken some of the break out. But a nice comebacker there for the par. A little shaky with my putting thumbstick there. The line's a little bit bobbly, so gonna have to really dial that in for the entire week if we plan on doing well. But as we get to Flowering Crabapple, the beautiful par 3, 240 yards, very difficult hole. If you remember from our rookie, we ended up past those trees and somehow flopped it over the trees, threw them, hit them, and landed it to about 2 feet. It was one of the best shots I have ever hit. So it does not get easier from here on out. We're gonna have to club down. We're gonna have to play another big high fade. It's going to go a little bit right to left here. And let's just see what we can pull out. See if we can get it on that front part of the green. A 5-iron will be hard to stop, but we will have lots of room behind if we shoot this one a little long. Go, go, go. Ah, I needed it to cut an extra, I don't know, 5-6 yards to clear the bunker, and it probably would have ended up on the front. So just a little bit of a miss hit there. Again, I'm really not too worried about some of these early. It's just cleaning up from this point out, playing some scrambly golf. You will not see 20 under par winning it here this week. So for us, just playing smart golf, trying to stay under par is key. That beautiful pink shirt we purchased there is real nice. So a pretty flat putt here, but it will break quite a bit, so we need to respect the break. This is for par, so we don't want to screw up. We saw the last one snap quite a bit, so I'm definitely going to give this enough respect.
That is right all the way.
Well, that's a missed shot there. That's definitely, again, another case where I just think it's going to break a little bit more. Maybe a little too firm on that putt. Just blew it past the break, so we will drop one on number 4 here and get back to even par. And now you can see the teeth of Augusta start digging in once you get to some of these more difficult holes, as bogeys and birdies are flying everywhere. As you saw, Kitayama, he is under 1 under par. Scotty bogeyed, so he's back down to 1 under. But ladies and gentlemen, this might be a little bit longer of a series. Normally we have 2 parts, one for the first and second round, one for the third and fourth, assuming we make it. But we're gonna kind of do as many of these flyovers as I kind of feel like. It's a very special week. You only get to obviously play here once a year if you qualify for it, and we've thankfully qualified for it. So we're gonna definitely relish in the opportunity and take our time and really try and put a good effort here and see if we can't claim a green jacket. You never know. Just because we're a rookie doesn't mean we don't deserve it as much as anybody else. So great tee-ball here, a little bit of an underswing, but safely aboard 281.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Fans are having a good time out at Augusta, although I'm sure they'd have a good time with just about anybody firing into these greens, as we got another difficult lie here. So I'm going to play a bit of a draw, not much, just aim a little bit more right. We're on a downhill lie, so it's going to try and naturally squeak out to the left, so I'm going to try and draw that back to the right. Just see if we can't put another good shot on. Turn. So probably had more of a slope than we thought. Obviously, Augusta's known for being super hilly. We knew we were on a downhill lie, and being a lefty, that would punch out to the left like it did. Just kind of misread how much it would. Kept it straight and just missed the green off the left. But we got a Pretty straightforward pitch shot here. Shouldn't be too much to it. Just take a little bit off so it lands well short. Releases. This should be a pretty straightforward putt. I don't think there's a whole ton of I think we're on a pretty... The cup is definitely cut at a pretty flat part of the green. Yeah, pretty flat. Maybe a little bit right to left at the... Or left to right at the start and then right to left at the end. So we'll play it just on the right side of the cup and see if we can't get this one to drop for a very needed par to kind of stop some... It doesn't even turn at all. Oh, man, the Augusta greens are coming to bite me here early. And unfortunately, this is a very sloppy bogey to drop 2 straight holes. So we really got to do some damage control now. Obviously, we have a difficult 6-hole coming up. Then we have a couple scoreable holes. We obviously have the par 5 mixed in with a couple reasonably, I don't want to say easy, but reasonably scoreable par 4s. But it starts here. I mean, we were punished so hard here at Juniper last year. We caught that really massive ridge in the middle of the green and funneled down twice. Made, I believe, a double or a triple. So that's in the back of our mind, but we kind of, it's a new year. We kind of just gotta clean it off. I might just finesse a 7-iron in here, try and catch it on that back part of the slope. There's not a lot of wind. We know it's about 1 to 2 miles per hour max. So good shot here. Let's focus on getting the tempo. Let's focus on getting the speed. So a little slow there, but I think that's not going to hurt us if it gets up the hill. It's got to get a good kick. Oh, this is going to get off the green. I'd rather it come off the green. Come off the green. I can pitch this back up. Okay, sit there, though. So we're going to have to make a mental note for when the pin is up on that tier. A 7-iron isn't going to be quite enough. Obviously, we underhit that a smidge in terms of tempo, but that is very difficult to get it up that shelf, and I'd rather be here than trying to putt up that. So good pitch shot is required. Yeah, really good recovery shot there on a very challenging hole. And we need that 2'9" putt to avoid dropping a 3rd straight
flew through the air beautifully
here at Augusta early in our round. So that's a really good par. We'll give ourselves a round of applause for that one. And now we can go into some attackable holes. So realistically, one over here through 6 at Augusta National on nearly simulation difficulty. And again, some of you folks in the comments might not believe me that it is, but I've shown you guys enough times. I'm excited. This is just fun to be here. We're out early. We can post a good enough score, and then see what lies ahead for tomorrow. Basically, but lots of golf to be played here, guys. Play a baby draw here on the left side, funnel it back down. The fairway kind of slopes to the right. Should get a good kick. Focus on perfect tempo. There we go. So maybe a little bit more draw than I was hoping for with that overswing, but it still should be a very safe ball. It might just trickle into the rough.
You can't walk out and drop it any
does it stay safe?
That is a fine tee
It does,
shot
and with a lefty, our feet will be below the ball. However, we have a fairway shot, so not bad.
Second shot
we'll have to kind of curve it around here as a pretty severely up the hill.
123 is the number. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
I'm going to try a high finesse draw right around these trees. This might be difficult trying to... I really have to aim. It's either I go under, and I can't really because of those giant bunkers, or we try a really big high draw and just see if we can't get the tempo right to just land it right on that top shelf of the green. Oh, this looks pretty good. It's got to sit soft. Oh, it's just a little too hard. Oh, perfect idea. Just a little bit too much juice. We're about, I don't know, 5 feet from being almost perfect. So a little bit of a difficult, testy shot here. We really got to be delicate with this one. There is the lip right in front of us, so I'm going to try and pop it up. Hopefully we don't catch that lip. I'll tell you what. That is about perfect from where we were. I don't know how much better I could have done. So, unfortunately, that second shot, like I said, we wanted to be on the left side of that fairway. Didn't leave ourselves in a great spot as it rolled down just in that view of that tree. Played a pretty good pitching wedge, really high towering fade or draw, and just couldn't quite get it to stop in time. A little too powerful. But we remain at 1 over, and we're still not far back. Again, we're very, very early into this round. We're one of the earliest groups going out there. But we approach the par 5 Yellow Jasmine 8th hole. Beautiful par 5. We know we can give this a chance if we get a good drive here. Getting an eagle would be absolutely magical, but right now the focus is putting ourselves in a position to set up for a birdie down there. So a little bit of a draw here, not much, just counteract a bit of the wind. And a beautiful, beautiful tee shot. One of the best probably so far of the day. Pipe that one pretty far ways down there. 282. Not a lot of roll up as it's up the hill, but 253. With the way that the green is here, we probably can take a half decent whack at this. Although that pin location really... I'm not going to be able to stop it, and I don't want a super long putt. So I think, again, this is the Masters, boys and girls. I know a lot of you guys, all you UK fans usually say just, you know, sally it up and take a rip. Saddle it up and take a rip. But for me, playing the Masters, I got to go for the... If that pin was in the back, trust me, if the pin's in the back on this hole in future days, I will be taking a rip at it. But there's no way I can stop that a hybrid on the front of that green in time and not have like a 200-foot putt coming back down. So played a little bit smart. Now we got a 60-degree. We know we can hit this shot well. Let's just try and get good contact. We don't want to thin this to shoot it long. See if we can't get ourselves in there tight for another birdie on a par 5. I have hit it a little firm, but this should be really good. Stop right there. All right, let's go. We give ourselves a bit of an uphill putt, 6 feet 9 inches, and now we have another chance for a birdie on a par 5. So taking advantage when we need to. Again, it's going to be hard to come by some of these things. Let's just get a good putt on this. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Another birdie gets us back to even par through 8 holes at Augusta, Georgia. And feeling pretty good. It's still very, very early as Xander Schauffele, Scotty Scheffler. Was that Scotty Scheffler or Xander Schauffele? For some reason, my brain just said Schauffele, but I've been saying Scheffler this whole time. I think it's Scotty. Either way, the leader's at 3 under par. They're having a fantastic day out here. Big uphill hole. This is such a difficult one to judge. You got to make sure you get yourselves a ways down there so you only have like a pitching wedge back up. But it is very difficult. We'll try and just fade this one around the left-hand side of the tree. It's going to all funnel back down to the right anyway. We just don't want to be too far right. And give it a good whack so we have, like I said, about a pitching wedge back. It's going to be difficult to judge how far we actually need to as it clips a weird little branch. Not sure why it clipped that. Felt like it probably could have squeaked through. Not that it hurt it at all. And this is what I was talking about. Funnel back to a little bit of a flat spot. It's entirely uphill for the rest of the way.
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. It's finished up actually all right.
I understand that, Frank, but it caught like a tiny little piece. So this is the challenging part.
To attack this whole location, which is on the center section of the green.
It's so severely uphill.
Behind the hole, or make sure you get at least 19 yards into the green, or it will come off the front.
I'm going to try something very aggressive here, guys. I'm going to try a high draw, not too big of a draw. I'm going to do exactly what Frank what Rich Lerner just said there. I'm going to try and play it off the backboard and have it funnel back. If I get a good clip of this with how high this is uphill, it's going to land quite a bit shorter in its full range, and it's going to snap back. So I think 51 is the right club here. However, execution is going to have to be absolutely perfect. But like I said, we're at Augusta National playing for the Masters. We got to start getting a little bit creative. This is a really good looking shot. Gets a good kick right. Come back down that hill. Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained? Let's go. What a beautiful shot. Yes.
When the ball does the rest. Great shot.
That was thought up and delivered to an absolute perfection. And we have a tap-in birdie to get back to red figures for the day. 1 under par through 9 holes, back-to-back birdies. Wow, that was one of the most fun shots I've hit, and we hit it perfect. It is Xander Schauffele. Scotty Scheffler was on that board, but it was actually Xander Schauffele who climbed the leaderboard and got to 3 under. He's dropped one since. So Scotty was there. He's about 4 positions below us. But we're playing the right way to try and give ourselves somewhere near, you know, the top 25 after day 1. There's so many people that have yet to tee off.
Frank, you look at this young player, nothing to it on the first 9 under par.
Way up here, such a severely sloped
there is no water on the front line, Rich, and
fairway.
As we all know, the water starts at 11, 12, 13,
Big
15,
rip here at 10.
16. Can they get through that?
This is going to go a country mile way down there. 326 carry.
No problems there.
Probably roll it
That's
to
gonna
about
wind up safely in
340,
the
if not
fairway.
more. 342. Yeah, just playing smart golf now. We're going to have to, like I said, the way people win
fairway,
green jackets
Iona,
out here is
this
getting
is
creative, and that
second.
was one of my favorite
Looking at
shots I've hit. So
134 yards to the front of the green. 140 yards to get you
Here
to
we
the
go.
flag.
Pitching
Pin,
wedge.
Front right. It's a sneaky one.
this looks okay, but I have a feeling it's going to snap back pretty hard. Oh, it lands so soft and stops. Oh, wow. We're feeling really good all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen. We're feeling really good all of a
Shouldn't be
sudden.
much in this for birdie.
This is to get
How about the
to
run
2
here?
under par
That's
with
the
our
third
third straight
consecutive
birdie, heading to Amen Corner. We're going to watch the flyover for this one because this is obviously the most legendary part. As fortunately,
the
Xander
second
Schauffele has now
hardest
bogeyed
hole in
again, and he has
Masters
dropped out of that
history,
position. So for the
520
first time
par
ever in
40
our
left.
Masters career,
It's been
we have
noted that
officially
the great
taken the
Bobby
lead after
Jones
10 holes,
always wanted there to be a
albeit there's
wide
still
gap
like
between a good tee
60
shot
plus
and a
golfers
bad
still
one.
to tee off. However,
Thus,
we will
in
take the
keeping
small
with
wins.
that
We'll gain
spirit,
that confidence
this
we
hole was
need.
lengthened
And let's just
15
keep seeing
yards
what we can do. I
back in
mean, we got the
2022.
very difficult
So here we go.
par
Those first 10 holes were
411th.
memorable enough in
They've
this
brought the
first
tee box
professional
way back
round
here.
at
If you watch
Augusta
the real
National,
Masters
but
this year, you'll
now,
notice that this became
here's where
increasingly
things really
long.
start to get interesting.
We need a
Frank,
really
you know
good
it as
drive
well as
here to
anyone.
make
This
sure
is
that
what
we get
call
ourselves
the
in a good
Masters every
position.
year. After this tee shot,
Yeah, should be
is
okay.
the first trip.
But
through
that
Amen
pin
Corner.
placement on day
You're right,
one
Rich.
is
A lot of
tucked
people think Amen
way
Corner
back
is
there.
11,
Like, we're going to have a
13,
long
but
iron or a
starts on
hybrid
on the second
still
shot
in. After
into
driving
11,
at
and
324,
shot
we still
at
212 on
13
this
to
par
finish
4.
at Amen
And this
Corner.
is a scary
But it's
shot.
also where you start to see water the very, very first time.
All right,
You
so
get a
it's
nice
severely
tee shot
sloped
on 11,
downhill,
and
so
you
we need
look
to
at the
club
pond,
down.
which is short, and the water, which is raised
I think
creek
a
that
6
protect
iron
the back of
probably is
screen
the
and then
play.
leads into the 12th hole. So
We're
it's
going to
an
play a
amazing
bit
part.
of
I
a
think it's
draw because
special
I
part
don't
in
want to
golf.
fade it from the
Number one, you
right
feel
as a
privileged to be
lefty
able to play
and
the
have it
golf course,
risk
let alone
getting
compete
side
in
spin
the
rolling into that
Masters.
water. So we'll
But
play
it's
it the opposite
also
way.
where all the
We'll aim for the
action
center of the green.
invariably
We are on a
seems
bit of
to
a
start
downhill
at Augusta
slope,
National.
so it's going to try and kick left. We'll counteract that with the draw. And this requires a very delicate shot. I may have overcooked it. That fast tempo is going to send this way offline. Not way offline, but it's definitely at a deeper part of the green than I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping he landed on the front. We kind of landed at the center. His hands are in the air with a massive fist bump. He's just happy to be playing here, I guess.
In that 3-foot
So this is a very, very long putt. Don't know how much it's going to break entirely. We'll give it a somewhat of a generous respect. For 4 straight birdies.
Oh, dude, that. What a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. Welcome to the 155-yard par 3 12. Maybe the most famous par 3 in the world. Hogan's Bridge, Rays Creek. You're familiar with all the names.
All I'm going to say is the Canadian came to play, ladies and gentlemen, but we arrive at the par 3 12 with the swirling wind.
Absolutely critical.
Wind seems to be coming off the right and a little bit forward. I'm trying to wait until it stops gusting a little bit. There we go. Oh, I've shanked it a little bit. This is gonna find the right bunker. Yep. So safe. We're not wet. Ladies and gentlemen, how about that shot in the dark putt on number 11 there? That actually stunned myself. Beautiful little walk over the bridge here. Such a fun environment to play at Augusta in this game. Caddy's carrying my beautiful green bag, and now we find ourselves in the green side bunker here on the 12th hole. We stave off being wet. Let's see if we can't get this up and down and give something for the crowd to cheer about. A little more conservative than I would have liked, but
pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that.
yeah, that 11th hole was a total
away.
shot in the dark, and we made it. So
5 feet
I
left.
hate saying, you've heard me say it in multiple tournaments, a tournament can't necessarily be won or lost on day one, but you can definitely give yourself a much harder time if you don't do something special. And to have 4 straight birdies through 8 to 11 is something that I'm very, very proud of. Very proud of that. That
We
birdie
finish up
actually
Amen
surprised
Corner
the hell
with
out
a
of me.
sweeping 510-yard par 5 13 hit the center
But
of the fairway.
there's a
You
long way to
for
go.
the
We
green
arrive at
lead seat.
Azalea, the
Look out
ever
for the
famous
tributary
dogleg
to
left
Race
par
Creek in
5.
front of the green.
So many tournaments
And the
won or
four
lost
bunkers
here, and look at
behind.
that shot. Absolutely gorgeous. The final hole of Amen Corner. And this tournament is just something to behold on this game. Absolutely beautiful. All right. I don't want to put too much of a fade on this because I've done that before and we've ended up in the water because it overcooked, got some side spin and rolled in there. So for us, it's just a matter of a good swing here, nothing too overzealous. Let's try and end up in the fairway for a good chance of getting on the green in 2 here. This may need to sit. It should be okay. We've left it in a good spot. Perfect.
Boy, a good round
Actually
going here on this
perfect.
Thursday, and that
Playing
another
lights
fine
out
effort
golf
off
here
the
on
tee.
Thursday at the Masters. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this forever. We've kind of been setting our game up for this moment, and now with an absolute beautiful start, we just got to keep the momentum down. I thought that was going to shoot off left from that side hill lie. It's safely aboard. If the pin location was here, which we'll see in a couple days, then that had a chance of going in.
Frank, you know you've been in the spot.
Okay,
It is one of
my
the
boy
most
is just as fired up as me to be
anticipated
playing
shots in
here.
the
This is
entire
not
sport.
an
The
easy
second
putt.
at 13
Not
Augusta
at all.
National.
This is
How do you do with
severely
that
up
one?
the hill,
That was
right
great,
to
Rich.
left.
This is the most famous par 5 in the world. One of the reasons why, too, not just the dog leg left that the hole presents, but the uneven lie for the
There we
second
go.
shot.
Left
That had to be
ourselves
hit
in a
good,
very
and
respectable
was
spot.
indeed.
This is to
Close.
put some pressure on the
Couldn't
field
ask for
now.
much
This
more
is
on
for
that putt.
us to really sink it to the field and let them know what we've got going on. What
like
a
that,
beautiful
it's a birdie
birdie. We
here
have
at
5
13.
birdies in 6
And the
holes
lead is
and have
now
shot up
2
to 4
here on
under. We
day
are
1.
approaching a difficult par 4. There's another difficult par 3 in the 16th. But for right now, we are
This
playing
14th
really
hole at
well.
440
4 under
yards
par here
is
now
a
through
good one. The
13.
real
A
challenge
very
here
quiet
is the
wind
green.
is
Two-time Masters
low.
champion Ben
This is
Crenshaw
our day to
considered this to
make
be
every
one of
marble
the
count,
most
every
difficult in
shot
golf.
count. And we have answered that call, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Again, thank you so much for all the support leading up to this. This one's for you guys. I'm trying to put on a good show. Again, what's to say we can't win a green jacket in our first ever year? This is another good drive. It's a little more left than I would
one
want it,
starting
but it
left
should be
off the
okay. Yeah, it gets a good kick because of the angle it was coming in. And it's going to end up right smack dab in the middle of the fairway for another chance to use our wedge
They
magic.
got a fortunate
Put a good
bounce.
shot in there.
Oh, it'll be just fine.
So after the fortunate kick, his second
This is a
to
very,
the par
very
4.
tough shot that we got to gauge very right. Get a good kick. Get a good kick. Ugh, it's an okay kick.
Well, not super close, but it's
Yeah,
safely
not my
on the
best
green.
effort there. I couldn't use the P wedge because it
This
was
for
risking
birdie
it
now,
was going
14.
long.
Yeah, and it would be easy to leave this one short because we're going back up that hill with just the slightest bit of movement from left to right.
Ooh, that was a brutal putt. We might get away with it. Okay, well, I got to stop saying that because we're getting away with murder. We're getting away with absolute murder. That felt horrible in my hands. I'm not even trolling. Like, I thought I just whiffed that putt.
All the way up to 3.
5 under par through 14.
We
I
come
don't want to
out
hear
with
nothing
instantly
about I'm playing on too easy of a
recognizable hole
difficulty
number
because the only
15.
thing I have
It's called
left
Firethorn.
is turning off putting
Traditionally,
grid
it has been the
and turning off the
second
swing
easiest hole on the course,
backswing thing, which we will be
behind
turning
only
off.
number
However,
15.
I'm
It
playing
was lengthened in
absolutely lights out for you
2022
guys right
with an
now.
extra
I hope you
20
guys are
yards
enjoying
added
this.
on, making
This
that
is-
potential carry over the pond with a
This
second
is
shot
it. This is
that
everything
much
I've been
tougher.
hoping for and more. And we've absolutely been lights out. We got come to another par 5. But I mean, that's the thing about Augusta is you really can't let the foot off the gas because if you do, you get punished hard. Another good tee shot. This is a very challenging
will do just
one to
fine.
go for, but I would still rather go for this than lay up because there's so much room behind. Yeah, there's that little river that kind of creaks in behind, or creeps in
From the
behind,
fairway,
right
check
right
in
there
with Noda.
behind the green. But that's such a
Looking at
far
the
way
greatest
down.
Second shot in golf, but don't let the beauty
Club
fool
down,
you. There is
put a
trouble
big high
everywhere.
draw so it tries to slow down a little bit. It is on a side hill lie. Let's see if we can't get this Even if it lands behind the pin, that's not a bad place to leave it. Just obviously can't be short here. Wow, that came off really hot. This needs to sit or it's hitting the grandstand. Oh no, and it did not come back down that.
The bunker right of this green.
All right, that's a little bit of a miss hit there. And there we go. On this beautiful par 5, we walk across another ever famous bridge. Acknowledge the patrons who have been sitting out here all day watching.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out. Let the ball run towards the flag.
All right. Ooh, I mishit that. Okay. I mean, it's definitely makeable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Here we go.
Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15.
Woo! Let's go,
We arrive
baby.
now at the
6 under par
170-yard
as we head to the very
16th,
difficult
played entirely over
16th
water
red
to a
bud.
green flanked by 3
And I'm not
bunkers.
stopping.
Like
There is
every
no
hole at
way,
Augusta,
no how I am
precision
ever
on
letting up the
18
gas
here
now.
is key.
We're in
You can
absolute
make a
total
birdie.
control.
Well, you have to figure this to be another
got a very, very
exciting moment
difficult-
for this young golfer. Frankie
very
Stockton
difficult
should have
shot here.
Many great moments have taken place here at hole number 16, this beautiful little par 3, and now here you are standing on that tee.
Another
Your
weird
first
follow
time
through,
as a
but this
pro.
should be really
Yeah, it's
good.
quite incredible.
Oh, it's
Rich.
going to hit that
Not
hill,
just the
though.
hole, but the opportunity too. That ridge that cuts through the green there.
Stay right there.
We've seen many a
Stay
shot
right
look
there.
Like it's 20, 30 feet even. That's right
I don't even think this is going to stop here, ladies and gentlemen. We know when the pin is there on Sunday, this can all funnel down there.
Missing the green on the left and in your life.
Will it stop?
16,
It looks like it will come to a rest, so we were a foot from being nearly perfect,
Now
but I
this
knew as soon as
for
I hit that.
another
So up
birdie.
the hill pretty severely
It's
at
just
a good
wee break
amount.
in this one from right to left. The focus has to be this slope. It's going to be slow. You
Oh,
need to give
shoot,
it a
I
whack.
underhit it. Oh, God. Oh, get up. Stay right there. Stay right there.
And that
Oh,
one
my
bounced
gosh.
on him a little bit because that will come up well short.
I got a little scared of that, not going to lie to you.
12
Up the
feet
hill.
still to go.
Actually, I might add a little bit more. It's pretty severely up the hill.
All right,
Save the
on
par.
line all
The back
way.
9 is
It
looking
a par
squeaky
here at
clean. Stays
16.
at 6 under.
He'll maintain that 4-shot lead.
Now you see Scheffler and
This par
Schauffele.
417th
Those
at
are some tongue twister
440
names to
yards,
say back
one
to
of the
back.
most famous
As we head to
in the
Nandina,
sport.
our
This is
second
when
last hole, the penultimate
1986
hole
Jack
here at the
Nicklaus, the age
Augusta,
of 46,
beautiful Augusta,
made the
Georgia,
birdie putt.
par 4.
Tom Lundquist on the call.
Pretty difficult finishing holes, to be honest with you. Very tight shoot on both. Let's see if we can't give a good tee shot here. Yeah, another good tempo there. Still feel a little weird. I feel like that shot line is lying to me because I don't think I'm
No
moving
issues
it
here.
that much,
That is
but
into the
I
fairway.
guess maybe I am, and I'm just correcting it enough at the end that it doesn't even matter.
Second shot. Good look at the
Okay.
green.
What the hell is happening here? What? It is a fair way up on this, so I think I don't need to fade it that much. I will need to fade it around this tree. Okay, well that's lying. What? It just happened? All I can do is laugh because I don't know what just happened. I felt like my guy just hit that in slow motion. I think that was a bit of a like frame dropper lag because I definitely did not hit it that bad. That was almost directly that way. Now we gotta focus up here. What the hell? Wait, what's happening? Why is my like shot? I'm gonna unplug my controller because I think something a little weird is going on. That was that follow through said it was 90 degrees to the left, and that's just not possible.
Good shot.
So now I got this to avoid a bogey, but it's pretty straightforward. Yep. Nice little par there. So after a really weird second shot, I mean, that's a tough pin to tackle anyway. I don't know if we would have cleared those trees, but I have no idea what happened there. Now we arrive at the 18th on day 1 with a 6 under scorecard going. Something like I definitely did not expect to shoot at Augusta, but Augusta is scoreable. You've seen these scores in real life, right? Like you've definitely been able to see these on real Augusta if the conditions are good. It's just that there's so much variation there's so much variation at Augusta that it's very hard to shoot low.
Here and that, but I mean, ever since I was a kid,
All right, a little bit more left than I wanted, which will leave a pretty lengthy shot into this green. This is a very tough one, very uphill, so we're gonna have to club up.
Frank, our young golfer arriving now
A 7 won't get to that back pin location.
First ever round as a professional could not possibly have
That came out really hot though.
Looking at potentially
Stop. Oh God, hit a patron.
For the mantle for low round of the day. That's pretty strong.
It is. It's actually quite incredible when you think about it. On one hand,
can you guys stop talking about low round of the day while I'm still on the course, please?
This tournament for the very, very first
please.
time, thinking what could
This
be
is a
possible.
delicate pitch shot, but I can't trust a flop shot on this hole. Oh, I killed it. Oh, I killed it. Oh God. Sit right there. Sit right there. Sit right there. Frank Nabilo, that one's on you. That's for talking about how I've come in with a flawless. Ugh. All right, we can still pitch this in. Go in. Oh God, it's so fast. Maybe a chip would have been better up that hill. I don't know if a chip would have got there. I mean, it maybe. Oh Jesus.
This is an 11-foot putt.
We'll talk about this hole in just a minute. Come on, Mike. Finish with a bogey. This would be a great 5-under round. Oh my gosh. You absolute idiots. And now you've butchered a good scorecard. So the mistake here was the 6-iron wasn't the right club. I mean, it would have been if I maybe finessed it. But that's a... I'm not going to let that affect me. A 4-under is still absolutely incredible on day one. I mean, there you go. You see Sung J.M. drop a 7-under in the afternoon. Fellow Canadian Corey Connors dropped 6-under. Kevin Streelman shot a 5-under. And we could have been right there at the top. We could have been one back. I'm still very proud of that opening round. That is a very difficult course. We had the right conditions to score. Yeah, I mean, that tee shot was a little bit more left than I wanted to. It kind of didn't turn back, didn't draw enough. I wanted to get closer to the tree line on the right to cut some of the distance off. We had, what, 181 to the highest point of the green. It looked like a 7-iron was going to stop short and land in that bunker, which is an even more difficult shot. So we clubbed up, but realistically, when we clubbed up, we should have finessed, because if we finessed, it would have come in with more spin. Fortunately, it skipped through the green, landed near the patrons. That pitch shot was absolutely horrible. I just added too much pace to it. And we messed up the putt and double bogeyed. So a little bit of a disappointing ending, but a phenomenal start to our tournament. We are headed with our beautiful little green getup here. We have the old Masters cap in tow. And we'll see what happens. Wind has picked up a little bit, so it's going to start getting gustier around here. But a 4-under score is definitely respectable. Cut line is not that far off. I mean, 6 strokes starts to creep in the back of your mind, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think we can go into day 2 and really attack some flags if the wind still holds up, and just trying to minimize those mistakes. We know that last pin is tough to get to, and we just need to not overcompensate for the hill. That's basically it. It's hard to say in hindsight if a 7-iron would have gotten there, but not gonna let it bother me too much. So some big names climbing up the leaderboard, some early birdies. There was a couple people there, birdie through 1 and birdie through 2. So head to T-box 1. Beautiful day out here again.
We show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday.
And now with an afternoon tee time, it'll be more firm. Tournament conditions are always a challenge. And let's see if we can't get off to another reasonable start. I love this outfit. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The Masters hat, the cap, the beak, it matches the shirt almost perfectly. This is not drawing back at all, but I think it should still be fine. It might slip out to the left side. Rough. Nah, it lands soft. So while it's still firm out there, it is still holding up. But here we go, day 2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it.
Friday's round is even more important, just really to not do
Here we go.
any damage.
Pitching wedge, front side left. Good swing. We need a full swing here to be able to carry it through the 3 to 5 mile per hour winds. I've hit it perfect. It doesn't seem to be moving back left, which makes me want to believe that the wind isn't quite 5, and unfortunately we had too much spin on it. And now we're deep in the bunker at 1. So
into the bunker here on this
I wouldn't really
open
say
hole.
that's a mistake. It was just hard to gauge the wind. Again, we took off the wind
Into the
indicator,
bunker,
so
getting set to play
needed
the
to
third
really
shot.
give that a kind of a guinea pig to see what the wind's doing. But it doesn't seem like the wind is that strong yet. Another pick shot. We've had a number of these and we've been solid. So, and there you go, another really good one. One hop stop, 5 feet 2 inches
safely on
left
the
to
putting
stay
surface
par
out
here
of
at
the
1.
sand. Would maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's
Up the
not
hill,
the worst
pretty
shot in the
straight,
world.
almost dead straight. Gonna play it that way. Just hit a good putt.
Well
It tried
done.
trickling
That
to the
is
left.
in
I'll give
for
it that,
par
but that's a
here
good
at
par
the
to start
first.
our second round off
They'll
here.
remain 3 shots off the pace.
Lots of golf ahead here, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of golf.
So Frank, this, as we've mentioned, our golfer's second professional round.
Sanjay
here at
Im won
Augusta
recently.
National.
It's good to see
He
that he's
finished
carried his
fourth here
momentum
back in
over into this
1996.
tournament.
Curious, how long did it take
Had an absolute
you
monster drive here
before you
yesterday.
started
Let's see if we
trying
can
to get comfortable with the
mimic
layout
that
and the
and try and go
contours
for this
of the
in 2
greens
again.
and all the nuances.
Here we go.
that
Big
you have
rip
to become familiar
over the
with
bunker.
in order to be
Fade it back
successful
into the
here.
fairway.
I certainly don't think you want to get complacent. but to answer your
Absolutely
question,
hammed.
I never really felt totally comfortable.
Absolutely
But what
crunched.
did help was playing with experienced
Another
players
big
like
318
Palmer,
carry.
who,
Gets the good part of the roll.
Played in more Masters than I'd had hot dinners. And,
Yeah,
and
beautiful,
what I did
beautiful
glean from them
drive.
is they
My
look
oh
left
my.
and right,
Just
short and long.
absolutely crunched
I
that
think
one.
too often when you're young, and I'm going to say dumb in this situation,
202
you
left,
just
so
sort of take this direct
377
line of
was
all
the
these
final
players.
on that.
And then when you look at a seasoned player, they're looking for humps
And this is a tough
hollows,
one.
what's around
This will be tough to
the hole.
stop
In
it
other
on
words,
the green.
The flag stick is a destination, not necessarily the target. Once I started to learn that, then I realized how you could play Augusta National. And the more players
I'm going
you
to try
play
a
with,
7
whether it's
iron.
a
This might
Ballesteros or
bleed
Tom
through, but I
Watson,
think if we play
you
a high
started to see
fade,
that
that'll at
was
least
the
take a
one
little bit
common
off.
denominator with all the people that was
I've hit it
successful
really
around
well.
Augusta National.
I've hit it really well, but it's going to run through. Just ran through, so I need another couple yards off that, and that would have been absolutely immaculate.
Par 5.
So we have a
But
chip
Frank
back on to try and get a
couldn't
birdie
get it to
here
stop.
at number
Yeah, too
2.
good, too long, sadly.
Oh, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Wow. Even taking off that much, eh? I guess, I mean, you can see the green here. It's this green is just straight back down towards the front of the fairway. So pretty straightforward, but it is up the hill. It is going to swing a little bit left to right. Would hate to throw a birdie away here, so focus up on this one. Just snuck it in the right side. That thing had movement on it.
In for a birdie. And after
Wow,
opening with a
that one really
68,
tried to
he'll
escape us
move
there.
to 1 under for his
It'd be cool to
round
see
here.
Connors do well. He's kind of been a
Down to
name
the
that we've
short
seen
par 4 third, only
up and down the
350
leaderboard through
yards.
early
One of them
rounds,
were
but then really
underrated
tailing
holes
off
on
towards
this
the end.
golf
So
course. We know
hopefully fellow
those
Canadian
5
can have a
bars
good weekend
plus the
here.
12th on that second
It'd
nine
be
gets so
cool to
much
see the green
attention,
jacket come back
rightly
to
so,
Canada. I
but
mean, the only
this
time
is
we've
a
really seen it is
wonderful
with Mike
strategic-
Weir, which was
You need some touch here.
he'll forever go down as an absolute legend for that performance he had. I remember watching that at home. That was like right when I was getting into really serious about watching golf. And that was something special. That really, I'm sure, like a lot of kids, really set up Canada golf. It put golf in Canada in the spotlight. So many people just, that performance was absolutely
Just what
gutsy,
you
and it
want
was
at
so
this
cool.
point around. You're
So
trying to
hopefully we
find a
can join the
rhythm,
likes of
hit fairways, hit
of
the
Mike
middle
Weir,
of the
whether
club
it's
face.
this weekend
That's
or
what they did
sometime in
right
our
there.
career to get that green
Put
jacket.
himself
But that was
in
a really good
excellent
3-wood. That's what I
position.
said I wanted to do
Keyboards,
here yesterday.
88 yards.
And we do
Really
have some
good
wind now,
opportunity
so
here.
I'm going to play this a
Second
little
shot.
bit long with a 60 degree. If the wind catches, it is a side hill lie. This should be a good little wedge in. This is long, so the
go.
wind is definitely not strong. This will snap back.
I know it's the second shot golf course, but what an iron shot. I don't care. That's the first, the last. That's a great shot.
Sometimes I amaze myself. Wow, that was a legendary wedge shot. Back-to-back birdies. We get back that double bogey that we coughed up on the 18th on round 1. We're back to, in my mind, to square. We are right back in it. We're 3 back now of him, 2 back for Connors, and now our second round can begin. We like I said, we just erased the mistake. That's the way I see it. Now we have 15 holes of round 2 to try and put up some sort of number out there.
Middle to long iron is the play
And this
here.
is the back pin location that completely screwed us over last year. We gotta go with a 4-iron. It's gonna be a big sweeping shot. This is gonna be crazy. All the way on the left side of the green. Have it just draw really high in the air back. Take a little bit off. Please get a good kick. Oh, it needed a yard. It needed a yard. Oh, well, that's better than being over the trees in the same pin placement.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
This is so delicate here. Okay, I mean, that's not the most ideal shot I've ever had.
That's not all that bad.
My allergies just started picking up.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole.
All right. All right, here we go. Give this enough respect. We know it's going to turn, but not too much that it's just going to blow past the pin. This is an important par putt.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And
that is really good to save that par after back-to-back birdies. Basically, like I said, we're kind of starting on a fresh slate. We have 15 holes is my mentality now. It would have been really stupid to say we got back those two, that double bogey from 18 in yesterday's round, and then immediately bogey and give one of those back.
Slightly and dogleg to the left.
I need to take some allergy medicine when I'm done here. It's so weird playing a video game of a golf game when normally when I go out on a golf course in real life, I get crazy allergies. And here we are. It's a beautiful day here in Toronto. Sun's shining. It's like 12 degrees. It's absolutely beautiful. This hooked way more than I thought it would. So that fast tempo just shot that one through the wind. That is our first missed drive really all week. Now this makes this one very challenging. We're basically going to have to, I might hit a low one, try and hit the front of the green, bounce it off the slope right where I'm aimed at here. So again, trying to land it soft on the front, bounce into the hill, and just try and get it up on that back plateau. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but would be really cool if we were able to pull this one off as well. And it just absolutely ballooned out of that rough. So, didn't quite get what I wanted to, and now this is going to trickle a little ways down there and be a very, very difficult putt. So, unfortunately, a bit of a flyer lie. It did say it was 100% in that second cut, as we all know, and as I've talked about so much. I mean, the rough does nothing in this game, and that's something I hope they fix. So, we gotta just, I don't even care if we blow this one by. I gotta get this on that shelf. If this rolls back, there's no chance we're getting a par. So even if I kill this one out to the right now my mentality is to play for 2. Okay, I didn't want it to be that fast. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, a little confused there too. All right, well, shit. That was honestly not my best effort, but I totally thought I played that one. I thought I was going to be like 5 feet up from here. I even said I was playing for getting it past the hole to have this type of putt left. That seemed to just skip up that hill. And now we got to be careful because if we blow it past... Go in the hole, please. Go in the hole.
Pretty good effort right there.
And then we leave the comebackers short. Oh, and we give a bogey here. Did we make bogey at this one yesterday? We made bogey at one of these ones yesterday. Ew.
He'll fall back to 5 under.
Oh, that's so stupid. That sucks. So we drop back down to 5 under par. Kind of a mistake there. I thought I was playing, like I played a lot up that hill, but I was pretty severely up the hill.
On a 2-tiered undulating green that will absolutely test you.
All right, here we go. Down the hill pretty severely. Going to play a 7-iron finesse, kind of like a pitch 7-iron. Full swing, though. A little slow, a little right. And it needs to go. Huh, that one's a little weird.
Safely aboard.
Not giving myself the best chances here on day 2, that's for sure.
Distance, so this one not just about speed,
oh gosh, and now we have another up the hill, so we're gonna play this probably right to the edge of the green there. Big right to left. I don't think this one's gonna go through, but I hope it gets there. Nowhere near enough pace to get it up to that hole.
Yeah, that's a little more uphill than you think.
Yeah, not my best, but not the worst either. This one is pretty straight up the hill. Almost dead straight. Oh, please drop.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
No way. Like, blow on it, bro. Just step hard around it. You gotta be kidding me. I left it 1 ball roll short, and exactly the same type of shot start that I had yesterday. 2 under through the first 4, bogey. Oh, you absolute moron. Gosh, that first... I can't believe I just left that second putt ball short. A ball.
Oftentimes lead to a bogey
like,
or worse.
dude.
3 front bunkers, preventing any thoughts of running one up to the green.
Now we just got to do damage control like we did yesterday and try and get a couple back. There's definitely some opportunities out there. I actually cannot believe. I cannot believe that I just did that. That is sheesh. Unbelievable. But gotta have a short memory here.
Yes, it's 126 yards left to the flag.
We're gonna do something similar to what we shot yesterday because it was really nice. It's not as far. A 3/4 swing pitching wedge. Kind of fade it back in there. This should be really good. This should be in the hole. Oh, that would have been cool to erase that. So beautiful shot there. Finally a good pitching wedge. We had a really good shot here yesterday. It just ran a little bit long, and now we got a pretty straightforward putt to drop one in and get one back, and we're at 500 par here again. We need one more birdie here on the par 5 to erase those 2 bogeys in a row.
5 under overall.
It's a fun day. That's all I can say. We're competing. We're definitely we're kind of beating ourselves up on some hole, but we're still out here. We're still competing. So long way to go here yet, guys. Do not count me out just yet.
If you play it off the right, it'll kick down.
The number I'm kind of targeting for today is probably I would say 7 or 8 under gives us a legitimate chance for the weekend. I think if we're please cut. Should land soft. Oh yeah, we're good. I think if we're anywhere around where we currently are, it'll probably set us up for a pretty difficult weekend. Now, I must say, if the Augusta wind comes in, then anything is possible. Okay, now I can definitely take a good hack at this. Let's see if I can't get this to that back shelf. The good thing about this green is if you're anywhere short, long, it really isn't that punishing. That's a pretty good look at a hack. Will it actually get there? Damn, I actually needed the 3-wood? Oh shit, maybe it's not as
that's what he wanted to do.
Not as accessible as I thought, because that came up well short. That came up like 30 yards short. Okay, a little bit of a misplay by myself there. So going for the green. Again, this is what I mean. It doesn't really hurt you. The only time it will really hurt you is if you land in these hills, then it's a little bit more difficult. But we landed on a pretty flat part of this fairway. A nice little pitch shot back up into the cup. It comes out dead right for some reason. And short. I did underswing a little bit, but that came out well short.
Par 5's
oh,
really
Michael.
the easiest holes to build.
What happened to that magic that we had yesterday? These greens are like very chippy. You can see all the beads kind of seems to be kind of glitching out here at Augusta. Not entirely sure what that's all about, but nonetheless, don't need the putting beads that much. To know this one's going right to left up the hill. That's a good putt. We'll take that.
Yeah, tough to know just how
but unfortunately, that is all it's going to be. Is just a par putt back, and now we've kind of given one away here on a very, very scoreable hole. So kind of a missed club on that second, but then the pitch shot came out dead right and was very short. So not the most ideal circumstances, but
Par 4 9th is intriguing here at Augusta National. This is where you can see just how hilly the golf course is.
Here we go.
It may not show up on television that way, but you can certainly feel it.
We're gonna do the same thing, a big old fade, trying to catch the left side so it kind of trundles down into that flat part, and then set ourselves up for, you know, a 50, 52, or why is this is not moving left at all today? This is not my fade is not working like it was yesterday at all. That is wild, man.
Into the big clearing.
I mean, we got it a ways down there, but this is going to be a little bit further than I wanted to. 134 up the hill. This is like, can I even get a 9 back there?
From this section of the fairway, you have
Maybe.
an opportunity to get the ball close to the back third of this green.
Maybe.
It's going to require some good calculations on yardage and proper execution to get the ball to sit on the right plateau.
Land soft.
Is looking really good.
Oh my gosh, the favorable kick. Let's go. There we go.
The sound of it. And the ball does the rest. Great shot.
Little smile, little rise smile. Now we got it down the hill, left to right, birdie putt. Come on, this is important. And there we go.
Nothing to it. Well,
Back to 6 under. Erase those 2 bogeys. 2 under for the day. So we're now 9 holes left after erasing. We erased what happened on 18 yesterday, and we erased what happened in those first few holes. So we have 9 holes left here to try and get to that 2 under mark that I kind of have in my mind. That'd be a good score leaving round 2 with. So fade has not been working that well today, so this is an important shot. This requires a fade. If you don't hit a fade, you risk running into the pine straw. There we go. That seemed to work beautifully, and that's going to be a monster tee shot again. So 2 days in a row, we've absolutely piped it here at number 10. 328. It'll go to probably similar number, 344, so 2 yards farther than yesterday. But just to be here competing is just incredible. Such a fun atmosphere.
Coming off a birdie on the
okay, well this is
looking for 2 in a row.
This is a tough shot. Kind of have to play a finesse just because of where we're at. Kind of a weird number I left myself with, to be honest. It's like in between an 8 and a 9. This needs to turn. Right club. Beautiful club choice. Maybe a little bit long even. And that won't be easy.
And that ball looked very good.
That will not be easy. But those new TaylorMade irons, the new TaylorMade Stealth, all great additions into this weekend. Absolutely,
this one should work
absolutely dialed in with them lately.
It's for birdie.
Oh, be the putt. Just not enough pace. If we added a little bit more, it probably would have taken a little bit more of that breakout. But nonetheless, tap in par here at 10. And we're off to a safe start on the back 9, and now we approach Amen Corner. We took advantage on 2 of the 3 yesterday. Let's see if we can do something similar. That birdie that we had on 11 kind of really set the back 9 in motion. It was an absolutely phenomenal putt. But we're talking about 5 to 6 mile per hour winds today. We're talking about a little bit more pressure in that I'm not playing the best right now. So this is going to require a really good tee shot and an even better second.
So that now navigating a tee shot down the right side brings more risk into play.
So you heard Rich Lerner say they brought the tee box back 15 yards. If you try and aim too far up to the right, then you got the tree trouble. But for us, we took a little bit of a draw in there. It rolled off that hill beautifully into the middle of the fairway. 174 left. So it's probably a front flag position.
And long. This is second at 11.
Ooh, this is such a tough choice. I need a high 9 iron with a bit of a draw here. Hope that we hit it cleanly again. This is just similar to yesterday, just such a delicate shot. I've hoisted it way up in the air. It's drawing a little bit more than I may have wanted, but that should be pretty straightforward for an up and down par. A little bit short. Again, it's so risky going for anything too crazy at these 3 holes. Stop. Okay, I gotta stop using chip shots, man. It's just, I'm just fast. Even when I underswing, I fast. And now, like, this isn't even in.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh, thank God. What a horrible chip shot that was.
Well done to roll it in for par.
Now we come to Golden Bell.
A couple of shots off the lead.
And I mean, we already know what can happen here. There's been people moving up and down. Im is still firm at the top with 8 under. He's still having a fantastic day out on the golf course. But the ever-famous Golden Bell, what does it have in store for us today? We got swirling 5 to 6 mile per hour wind helping us. So we're going to have to club down.
Augusta's beguiling beauty. Golden Bell.
Do I want to try and flight this and land it on the green, which it could catch the wind and go in the back bunker? Or do I want to club down and hope the wind catches it to get on the green? I think I have to play a soft 9-iron here. I don't think there's literally any other choice. Especially what the wind is doing. Oh, God. This is such a terrifying golf shot. Even for a video game. Well, we hoisted it way up. The wind is blowing. It's going to stop it. Oh, yeah, not bad. Not bad. 9 was definitely the right choice.
Not on the green, but not
I think we got caught the swirling wind and it
Sitting
just
up
didn't
in the
stop
short
it on
grass.
the green in time. So I said I didn't want to do chip shots, but I mean, what else do I got? Like, what else do I do here? Just take this slow. There we go. Go in. Oh my goodness. So really good shot there.
Oh, how
Another
about the
tap
touch
in par.
right there?
So far,
Very
2
well
of 3
done.
holes.
Hard to do much better
We
than
have a
that.
par 5.
It
We
was
know we can
nearly
score on this
perfect.
hole.
That one safely in.
Just
It's
safe.
par here
Just
at 12.
smooth sailing.
And he'll
We're
stay
2 under for the
right
day.
where he is.
We need, like I said, there's 2 par 5s left on the back 9. If we get a birdie at both of
Hole
them,
number
we get to that
13. This is
magical 8
regarded
under
by
number that
most
I
as the
had in
greatest
my
par
mind.
five in the world. Why the risk?
But we definitely don't want to
that's
drop
involved,
any.
and all the
That's the
history
biggest
that's been
thing.
written
If we can
here
end here
at
with
this
6 under, I think
wonderful
that's
hole.
good. If we can get to that 8 under number, I think that's great. Anything lower than this, I feel like is a missed opportunity. So that's my mindset right now. Let's go out and try and execute on it. So my left shot isn't really
They started
lefting as
toward the
much
left
as I
side.
want, but this should be safe. Yeah. This is going to be a
Looking for
difficult
strong
second shot,
finishing
though.
kick here on this Friday to get set up for the
I
weekend,
think we're
and
far
that's
enough into the
another
fairway, though, that we
good
shouldn't have
drive here.
trouble. No, those
From the
trees should not
fairway,
come into trouble.
we check in with Noda.
Great place to go after this green from the left side of the fairway. Player able to control their ball flight and hopefully control the spin to get it close.
Here we go. Big, big sweeping fade. We've said our left shot hasn't been working. But with how I'm playing, I'm just going to trust myself. UK folks, this is for you down at Augusta General. General? Augusta National. Screw it. We're calling it Augusta General right now. Oh, way too much. Way too much. Oh, sit. It's going to go in the flowers. It's going to go in the flowers. Oh, my gosh. It stopped.
This gonna wind up. in
Yeah,
the
that left
second
shot, that
cut.
fade is just not working that well today. I've mishit almost every single fade I've hit today. Almost every single one has been a mishit. Little pitch shot back. Wow. We've been good around the green side, but again, this was a hole that we knew we had to take advantage of. We weren't really too afraid of it.
So now eyeing this one for birdie.
Should drop in this birdie, no problem.
Yes,
Get one on the back 9, get things started again. We got 5 holes now to get, I think, 1 more will get us in a really good position. Will it be the lead? I'm not quite sure. There's a lot of low scores. As you see, Henley now jumps over him. He's got himself to 9 under. But I think for me personally, going into the weekend, that is a beautiful number, especially when we're unsure what the wind is going to do.
Is the challenge here. This 14th hole at 440 yards is
Here we go.
a good one. The real
Left shot,
challenge
please
here
do not
is-
let me
is the
down.
green. Two-time Masters champion Ben Crenshaw considered this to be one of the most difficult.
The mishits
golf.
on this fade right now are really troubling. That's
that
a
a good
shot you
shot
need
up
to
the
have in your
hill
bag
and
out
into the
here.
fairway
And as a
at
lefty,
14.
the fade, relying on it so much, to have it not working again. A 0.7 underswing takes that
From
much
the
of a
fairway,
mishit into
let's go to
account.
Noda.
That's a
The
little
most
weird.
attractive feature of this hole
Pitching wedge.
is the dynamic design of the green, cut into 3 separate sections, guarded by an amazing.
Ooh,
false
I
front where the
underswung on
ball
that
will
one.
come all
Oh,
the
that's
way
got to
off the front
go.
edge.
Oh no, I'm gonna hit the false front. It's gonna roll back. That's coming off the green. Wow. So I know I was slow on there, but even still, I don't even think pitching wedge was the right call here. That may have had to been a soft 9.
More there. As
Yeah,
it
I
is,
agree, Rich.
Needs to get up and down to
Well,
save par.
We've hit some beautiful pitch shots in the last few tournaments. We've hit a few here this weekend already. See if we can keep the magic going. Best club in the bag. Yes! That is what we needed here at Augusta, baby. Let's go. A chip-in eagle or birdie. Let's go. And that keeps us right in the mix of things.
On to the final par 5 on this second.
We just
9,
stole
now
one in with that chip. That is
550
our
yard
club
15.
of the year.
Historically
That
has played well on the
60-degree
park,
pitch
but
shot is the
renovations
best
in
shot I have
2022
in my
added
bag,
an
bar
extra
none.
20 yards
That
to
is
the hole.
yes.
Well-placed tee shots to the right side of the fairway.
All right,
create a
big power
advantage,
drive,
but
fade
the
again.
risk of running into the pine straw or facing a side hill line.
Finally, a good one.
also
Absolutely
been increased.
mashed potatoes, that one. That's a long way down there. 289 carry into a
Looking for
big sloping
strong
fairway is a
finishing kick here on
long
this
way.
Friday to get
This
set
rolls
up
out to
for
what,
the
305?
weekend, and that
320.
another good drive
That
here.
rolled for miles. Holy. I can't believe we
Decision
just had a
time
heartbeat
now.
moment. That one
Take
felt
on the
good.
pond or not. His second at 15.
I think I'm going to change my approach and go for a draw because we're on a side hill lie. I feel like a fade will grab that club way too much. Oh, God. Do I go for this? It'd be stupid not to. We're so close. And again, we can afford to go long here. Ah. Please stop, though. You should. It's really hard to roll that one through. You got to come in there with like a hybrid for it to bleed all the way through.
Such a tough green to land a
Yeah,
ball
not my
softly
greatest
on,
effort there,
and that continues over the back here at hole number 15.
I'm not going to use a pitch here just because I don't have a lot of green to work with. I think I'd much rather try and flop this. Again, talking about a club I've lost complete faith with is a flop shot. Almost jarred it. Landed it an inch behind. And now we have 4 feet 5 inches to get to 9 under par, guys. 9 under par going to 16 is a beautiful, beautiful score.
Time. It's for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he's worked
Let's
it
go.
to 9 under par.
Look at that leaderboard. Im 9 under,
Par 3,
Webb
16
9
here at
under,
Augusta
Henley
National,
9
and so
under.
many of the
It is
most
just
indelible
jam-packed
moments in
on
the
a
history
very
of the sport
scoreable day.
happen
A
right
very
here
scoreable
at
day.
this short par 3.
If anything, I think the wind might, like this wind 3 to 6 is easier than 1 to 2 because you can, with how much the undulation and the turns of the holes, like the dog legs, I think it actually helps. All right. Here we go. Let's have some magic on 16. Ah, it's going out to the right. Catch that hill and come back down. Oh, and it's short. But the hole's not that
Hard to take
uphill.
those all day long. On the green, chance for
Really?
birdie coming
That
up.
required a 7?
Chance now for
I don't think
another
I've
birdie.
ever hit a 7 iron
Yeah,
into
it's
this
certainly
flag
no gimme
position.
From this length, it would be a Brucey
Wow,
bonus
I
to
must
find
have
the
just-
bottom of the cup. Main
I don't know what just
consideration
happened
has to
there.
be
I feel
about
like I should not
pace.
be 30 feet short with a perfectly struck 8 iron, but I screwed up the end. That's not going to turn in. Oh, I had the pace and everything. You can see right at the end of my little thumbstick there, it just went boop.
That looked on target the whole way.
But it's tap in par here. We keep the 9 underscore.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And it'll stay at -9.
I've seen a lot of people's YouTube videos at their first professional round, and so many
Next up,
people
the uphill
were
par four,
around this
17,
going into the
measuring
weekend, and crazy things
440 yards.
happened. So I'm
The
glad we're in
Eisenhower
this
tree,
spot
you may
because I
remember, was
really don't
removed
know
in
what Augusta's going to
2014
bring on the
after being
weekend.
damaged in an
Apex
ice
Hound,
storm.
mind you, he's doing the
Challenges
simulation
remain,
thing where he only
especially
plays
the
like 5 holes.
seems to
I think
slope off
the
just
leader
about
was at
every
like
direction.
6 under, and he finished the second day at 4 under or something like that. I saw somebody else who like the leader was at like 11 under, and they were at like this score. There is just so much that can be changed in a moment here. So I'm really happy that we've put together 2 really solid rounds. Again, we still have this hole, and we still have the 18th, which we double bogeyed yesterday. But again, going to approach it a little bit different. Going to try and really get it tucked in on that right side. And for this hole, just finish it up 162.
Another good drive
Pretty good
here.
number.
Now a second from 162.
It's up the hill, so I think I have to go with a finesse 8 iron. I don't think I can club down to a 9. It just won't get up that hill. With an 8 iron? I just finessed that 166, the last hole.
Well, he's overshot the green here.
Fly the caddy,
All right.
Rich. Seriously.
Whatever. I must have
Any
just
other club other
I
than
must
that.
have just flew that or something off a flyer lie, because I actually don't. How did I just hit that finesse shot 177 from the middle of the fairway? An 8 iron. All right, I gotta lay off the steroids because apparently that was too much. Well, I needed this club to be dialed in. It's a shot that I've kind of, like I said, lost a little bit of faith in, and it's coming up really clutch here in the late parts of this round to maintain some beautiful scorecard going.
No problem.
6 birdies, 2 bogeys.
Here at 17, and he'll remain right where he is.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, Henley now in with a 67. There's some people still out on the golf course behind us. We get to the 18th, which traditionally I'm not afraid of. Tee shot is the most important part. And now we're going to try the same thing, is just try and grab a draw and keep it on the right side this time.
Two-tiered green, quite a sight.
Oh, and then did we overcook it this time? Of course we did. Of course we did. And that is dead in the water. I'm probably gonna have to just punch this out. I thought I hit that perfectly, but the second it got, yeah, I mean, okay, well.
His second.
Oh, can't go for this one. I mean, I don't think. I'm gonna go for it, because why not? It's the Masters. We got a good shot. Oh my gosh. It's not going to get there, but we actually, once I saw how far left we could aim and where that tree was, we actually did have a shot at the green. Very difficult, I might add, but
bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Go. Wow, that's a long shot. I probably need a 56 there.
Frustration there. Got a little too much sand.
This is such a hard hole, man. Like, this green is just so hilly. It's so high up there. The elevation change is crazy from the fairway.
Okay.
What a round, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. 9 under, tied with Henley. And that is the low round, at least one of them on the day. A lot of low scores out there. It's unfortunate to see Corey Connors went 2 under, and that's exactly what I said. You see his name up there for like 1 round, and then he just drops off. But really, to shoot 5 under on day 2 at the Masters in very difficult playable conditions, wind still holds on. We have set ourselves up for a fantastic weekend and at least a small chance, I'm going to say small chance, at going in there, and the wind is picking up. We have got ourselves 10-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to get gusty. We have our light green shirt on. But that's it for part 1, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to have to go to, like, I can't record anymore today, so I'm going to have to sleep on it. I know it's a video game, and I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but it is really true that you can pick up a controller the next day and play totally different. We've seen it all the time. So for once in my PGA Tour career, I'm going to have to finish the tournament on another day, and we're just going to see how we play. I hope you guys enjoyed the Masters. It's been a long time coming. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think so far. I think to shoot a 4 under followed by a 5 under in the scoreable conditions sets us up for just a small chance at going for that green jacket. But we got wins to compete with. We got tournament conditions to compete with. I'm so excited to finish this one off. I hope you guys have a great night. We'll catch you back here in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys.